So now we're recording. Now we're gonna look at the pictures.
That's my mother.
Who's the cat?
Who's the cat? What's the name of the cat in the picture?
Oh, that's just a house cat. I don't know whose cat that is.
From the farm?
No, it had to be in somebody else's house because we never had cupboards like that in our house.
Oh, it's not your house.
And I don't know, I can't say whose house that is.
Okay.
But that's my mother, Mrs. Knutson. And the cat, 9 out of 10 belongs to whoever owns the cupboard.
Wow.
Now, did that get recorded?
Sure did.
Would that be down by
My mother there was about, I would say maybe she's about 75. Is that my mother?
I think that's your mother again. Yeah.
That's her.
That don't look, I mean, the way she's got her hair, she never wore her hair like that.
Yeah, that's
What?
your mother,
That's Mrs. Knutson again.
Esther.
Mrs. Tom Knutson.
Now, that's a picture of a house. I don't know whose house that was or what that's from. I think
don't
that
know.
might be Chicago.
I don't know whose house that is. Now that's my brother Edwin. In the center, that's me, John Knutson. And on the right, it's my brother Elmer Knutson.
Now, what would you guys
And where
be
that
dressed
was
up
taken,
for?
I think it was taken in Chicago.
How often would you guys wear suits like that? How often would you wear a dress suit like that? You guys look like you're dressed up for something.
Well,
Wedding probably, Sylvie's wedding probably.
we were down in Chicago maybe 9 out of 10. We were to a wedding here in Chicago because on the left side, that's my brother Edwin. He may come down to the farm and then he rode with us. We come into Chicago.
Where's this at?
I think
Oh, is
that looks like it's Dad and Sandy. I think.
Is that Sandy? Who's on the right side there?
That's Rodney.
Rodney, I think.
Yeah.
Rodney and Sandy.
I wonder if that's on the farm.
Yeah, on the right side there would be my brother, my nephew Rodney, and that's Sandy on the left side. I don't know why she's got her legs crossed. She might have to go to the toilet.
Here's a good looking picture of all the siblings.
Yeah, that's the family picture here.
Okay, that was on the left side. Start from the left side. That's my brother Edwin, my sister Elsie, and Elford. That's my brother, and my sister Annie. She married Rasmussen, and myself, and Ella, my sister. And on the right side, that's my brother Elmer. Him and I was in service together. We spent 3.5 years, 15 months in New Guinea in the jungles with the Japs, the dirty Japs. They were.
So that's all 7 brothers and sisters,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
That's the family.
And what
When
kind
was-
of what kind of an occasion would that have been where you would have all gotten together?
I really don't know because according to the background,
It's a fireplace on the right-hand side there, I'm looking.
I don't know where we were at that time, but it must have been a funeral or a wedding or something because we were all together. But the background, I couldn't tell you where it is.
Now, they were all in Minneapolis or Wisconsin, right?
Yeah,
Or Chicago?
as a whole, they were all, Elmer, he's in Chicago, he worked at the Presbyterian Hospital for, I think about close to 40 years. And Ella, she was from Minneapolis. Myself, I was a farmer up there. And Annie, she married Ray Rasmussen. And then she lived in Chicago and worked in Chicago. And Elsie, she was in Minneapolis, but she also went to Texas to stay with her son. And Elford, he run a farm up by,
Webster.
huh?
Webster.
Yeah, Webster, Wisconsin. And that's my brother Edwin on the left side. He worked for General Motors. And before that, he was a cattle knocker. He killed cattle at Swift's in St. Paul, where the cattle would come into a chute, and he stood on that chute, and he hit that cow or bull or whatever it was in the head with a hammer and killed it.
Wow.
And he'd done that for many years.
That's was probably a pretty sounds like a rough job.
He was a cattle knocker. That maul was about this big around, and you hit, the cattle would come into that chute, and you're on top there, and you hit down, and and hit that cow on the head and knock it, you killed it.
Oh.
Then he'd step on a button, and that would trip that chute out, and it'd fall out on the floor, and then your butchers would
Wow.
grab it.
It's important that we knew that. That is.
That would,
That's-
the butcher would cut the cow's throat to bleed it, and then it would run into a line where you
Oh.
would skin it and cut it.
Got
And
it.
cut the meat.
Wow, that's a job.
The next two I'm going to skip because they didn't come out very good. So then, looks like this is another picture at
Yeah.
that same event.
That's the same one as had before.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is actually Dad and I think it's Gregory.
Gregory, that's Gregory.
And I think
think
that
so.
might be up in at the cottage in
Yes,
Wisconsin.
yes,
That's
Greg-
Rodney and
and
Gregory.
Gregory.
I don't know, Gregory's got quite a stance there, ain't he?
Yeah. It's kind of posing, I think.
They're kind of all they're not in order, so they're kind of all mixed around.
That's my,
That's Annie.
she's the best woman in the world. If she had $5, she'd give you half of it.
All of it.
Which,
She would.
in terms of your siblings, did you
She was a prince.
Yeah.
did you get along? Did you get along well with all of your brothers and sisters?
Me?
Yeah.
Pretty much so.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Did they everybody kind of got along for the most part?
Pretty much so, yeah.
That's
Pretty
good.
much so.
I think this is a picture, and I think this is Dad as a little boy. I don't know
Yes,
where
it
he
is.
was.
You know
Yes.
where that's at?
Where?
Where
Let me
is? Do you know
see.
where that's at?
Sit down, Sylvia. You help us out.
No, he's
I don't know where
fishing.
that
He's
is. I don't-
fishing. I don't know
I don't
where,
know
but
who-
he's fishing. That's
is
Rodney.
that
That's
your
Rodney.
dad?
That's Rodney. Sometimes known as in those
Can,
days
Rodney,
as
can,
Hoogie.
can you hear us a little bit now when we're talking on our background? Are we
Yeah.
loud enough?
Yeah, we'll get it all.
That
That
would,
was the same one.
that would have been out on the farm.
That's
Now,
Billy.
That's Billy, and that's
That's
Kevin.
Billy, my nephew. That ain't my favorite, but he's my nephew.
Say nice.
If he was thirsty, he'd drink kerosene, and that's why.
What?
Did that get on? Did that get on there?
Who is
You
Billy
gotta-
Wick in
you
this
have to be a
picture?
little- you have to be a little
That's
careful.
Billy and his wife. Why?
That's your
Yes,
seat.
it's your chair. But they're. I should go.
Esther, honey, I'm gonna set these here. We can look at them, okay?
We're doing family photos. We'll
That
watch
buys-
your
They're
Yes.
doing pictures, and they
And
want
by there, she
us to say who it is.
she
and
worked
what
in
it
a
is.
insurance
What
agency.
they're doing is doing pictures.
She's
One second, yeah.
wonderful.
Billy was Ella's
Let
son,
me line
right?
it, then you can sit
Yeah.
there.
Billy was Ella, and Billy there also had a brother by the name of Gordon.
There was a picture a few minutes ago of Greg,
That's the same one.
and, no,
I
no,
think that's you,
that's
Aunt
me.
Sandy. And I
That's
think
me.
you've got two
Is that you?
dogs.
that's me.
Who are those dogs?
Come in, honey.
Oh, that's Mitzi. I'm holding Mitzi on the right-hand side. That was
Remember
our
that dog?
dog, Mitzi.
You brought it up to my mother,
Cozy,
and my mother would keep it. Even would sleep with my mother.
Yeah, that dog was something else. I don't know the other one. That was taken up at the farm. Look at that evergreen. I think that's Ma's evergreen that she planted, that little tree, and they grew up that big.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh, that's my cousin Bill Steingus. That's your nephew.
Ain't that Billy?
That's
Yeah,
Billy.
that's
Yeah, that's Billy Steinkus, the wildest man in St. Paul. He was. He was wild. Oh.
Okay, now that is
That's
mother
your
and
mom and
dad,
dad.
and that's at their cottage in Williams Bay, Wisconsin.
Now, do you remember when they first got their because that was their first cottage, right?
Yeah.
And do you remember how old you were when they first got a cottage?
Two.
Really? And how often would you? Same thing, summers and weekends.
Every summer, it was strictly a summer place we would go to. That was in Williams Bay, Wisconsin, outside of from Lake Geneva. Not too far, in fact.
And how long did they must have had that
They
place?
had that for quite a while.
But they got rid of it when you
They
guys
got-
got the place in Koshkana.
This one?
No, they had gotten rid of it years before that. In fact, your father would come years later and pick me up. I would take a train into Williams Bay, Wisconsin, into Lake Geneva, and he'd pick me up by the bus, by boat.
Really?
By boat, when he got his first
Have a cabin
boat.
too in Lake Geneva?
Well, this is Williams Bay, not too far from Lake Geneva.
Oh, that's Rangmal.
Yes.
Anna.
Now that
There's
is
a lot of names.
Rodney.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about what Dad was like when he was. I'm guessing he's probably 16 or 17.
Never stopped running when you'd come to the farm, that door would go open and he'd run to the time that car was going head back to Chicago.
What do you each remember about Rodney?
And one time, you know, he was grown up, well, half, and he always wanted to drive the dad's car. So his dad lets Rodney go around the block, you know, around the block, that's a section, see, 4 miles. And they were coming up from the south, and of course, Rodney, he kind of gunned her, and the dust rolled up. When he got up to the farm boy, he got a lecture, right?
Yeah. He didn't even let me pull in the driveway.
I think this is
That's Rodney, yeah.
with the
Rodney, you looked heavy there when you was young.
That's his shirt. He wasn't.
Yeah, that's the cottage. I was 15 years old at 14.
Esther, what do you remember about Dad when you guys were kids and cousins and playing?
I remember him in Norway.
In Norway?
Yes, in Norway.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
playing.
Oh, I don't know. So was,
Running.
I thought we were arm wrestling or something like that. You know, we always.
You know what with Norway, when you mentioned that, playing with Inge Johanna.
Yeah.
Inge Johanna was
Yeah.
talking Norwegian, he's talking English.
So this
Look
looks
at
like
this.
a pontoon boat, I'm guessing. This is probably up at your parents' place, Aunt Sandy.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll bet you, is
No,
that Lake
that's Knife Lake.
Kanashna?
That's Knife Lake and was in Minnesota. Billy
Okay, 'cause I
Steingus's
wasn't in
cottage,
there.
and that's his pontoon boat. Billy is all the way to the left there. See the Ghani is. See where
This
Ghani?
is Grandpa Ghani. This is Billy with the overalls. This is Vi. I don't know who this is. Oh, that's Debbie Steingus.
Yeah.
Look how little.
Is that Debbie?
That's Debbie on the left side.
I
And
didn't
that's
think she was
Dad
short.
and Mother.
It looks like she's standing in a hole.
No, she was a little girl at the time.
We might have to take a pass on that.
Well, that's Rodney.
Where would that be taken?
Williams Bay.
Is it you, Sandy? with
I
that?
was gonna say, I think that's me with the hat on. Oh, yes, that's Rodney.
What kind of car is that?
Is that you, Rodney? Where do you go?
Yeah, we'll get him later.
It looks like a Chevrolet.
That's Rodney. At a Halloween party.
I hope so.
We hope it wasn't every day.
Oh, yeah.
Tire.
He looks like he's been streaking.
Is that awful?
It seems like I know Dad was a joker. Was Ray or Annie, were they jokers, or was anybody else in your family like to kid around like that where Dad would have gotten it
I
from?
don't think they were
No,
jokers.
no,
They
no.
weren't.
Alfred had cut up a little bit.
No.
Alfred could
They
talk a
were
lot of broken,
great people.
like
Yes.
broken,
When it
Alfred
came
could talk
to
broken English.
cutting up my brother and I,
and he could
thought we were
mock, you know, like different people. He was great at imitating people.
Yeah, that looks like
Okay,
that's
that
another
has
boat.
to be a dock. Where it is, I don't know.
Let's get that.
Okay, that's Mother and Dad. It looks like it would be up around Minnesota.
Dad
Look at
said
that.
that my grandpa Ray would always wear suspenders. Do you guys
Yes,
remember that?
always. Always.
Is that a Norwegian thing? Or
No, I swear he would like this. Yeah, this
Nuts.
is Williams Bay, Wisconsin. That is Rodney. Where now? I don't
He's
know.
all dressed up there.
That could be his confirmation.
Huh?
That could maybe be his confirmation, huh?
No, no. Oh my gosh, this is. Do you know who this is? Okay, this is at Ma and Pa's house. Levon, Sandy, Ma, my mother, Pa, and Rodney.
Now, do you remember? Was this? This was up at the farm.
Yes, this
Yeah,
is at the,
that would be at the farm.
Look at
Look
that.
at the guitar hanging on the wall, that little mini ukulele.
That
So was
probably
this? Yeah, was
Pa's.
this Pa's
I bet
fiddle?
you that was his fiddle. And John, you recognize that picture? Pa?
That was.
Yeah,
I got that at where I live in Hewitt. There only I had it made smaller.
Now
You
that
know,
had
that
to be the living room. That wasn't in the kitchen. But what do you think, Levon?
Yeah, but this was taken out of a farm.
Yes, but I'm saying that picture that was in the living,
Yeah.
the dining area.
Yeah,
that
what I
wasn't
say
in the
that
kitchen.
picture was big.
You know why? Here's the cook stove. That's in the kitchen.
Now, what would you guys eat for lunch or for dinner when you guys would get together? What would you eat?
What would we eat?
Yeah.
what would Ma cook?
What would Mom cook?
potatoes was number one, and she had canned meat and
Some lutefisk, some herring.
Herring, lutefisk.
fish.
Fish.
My
Homemade
dad-
bread.
my dad-
Homemade bread.
He'd get that from Sturgeon Bay. They call it salt fishing on a keg.
Yeah, yeah.
And but then it was so salty when you got it home there, you had to take it out and soak it in water, you know, and get that
Yeah.
salt out. See, but the fish was good.
That's Rodney, and that is, let me see what the name of the dog is. You'd know. Puppy? Was it Puppy?
Oh, that's Ginger.
Is it Ginger?
Yeah, there's my tractor in the back
Yeah.
with that. See with that big bar sticking up? That was a mower. It's called. You mow grass with that.
This is John Deere M.
Yep. John Deere M.
Wisconsin, that has to be entering Wisconsin.
I bet you that's Rodney.
That's Rodney. Okay, that's Rodney and Mother taken on Western Avenue.
It's a little chilly.
Snow. You know, this is Rodney on the right, and on the left is Dickie.
Is that Dickie?
Yeah,
That Dickie and Rodney, huh?
yeah.
What do you think they were doing?
They got.
They look like they come in from outer space.
Oh! Do you know that expression? Wait a minute, that expression on Rodney right now? Pay attention when you see little John. Look at that expression on his face.
Yeah.
Oh,
Look
John
at
does
that.
look like that right
Uh-huh, look at that.
now. Interesting.
I got a, what you call
That's
it,
Rodney.
a letter
That's
from
Rodney.
Dickie for Christmas.
Okay, this is, oh my gosh. Now this is, okay.
That's Elmer, that first one. On the
That's
right.
Elmer, that is Ella Schabline, that's her husband, Walter Schabline, that's
Right.
Dad, that's me, this is Rodney, I don't know who this is, he's got his hand up. Oh, I'll bet you that's her son, Roger.
And now
That's
where,
her
Yeah,
son,
where would
Roger.
you have been in,
Right.
Sandy?
That would be taken on, it looks to me on Sawyer, it was Sawyer Avenue,
But that's Ella Jacob there, and there's her husband. Shibline, wasn't it?
Schabline.
Yeah.
They were Rodney's godparents,
It's Wally.
yeah, Wally and Ella Schabline. Next to you has to be Roger Schabline, and then it's me, Dad. But do you think that was, okay, this is on the farm again, that is a Lincoln Sephra that Dad got and loved. That's me sitting on top of the car, and that's Rodney.
That's on the farm.
That's all right, Rodney.
You see that part of that shed? There's part
Rodney,
of
I
that. that
just
little
saw a
workshop.
picture of you, the expression, can you back that up just a minute?
Sure.
I want you to see something, no, here, no.
There.
There, look at that expression and look at John French.
Oh, yeah.
Do you believe that? Look at that.
Is
That's
that
Gordon's
that's-
son, but that expression
that's
looks
Dickie
just
with
like.
me, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Dickie. Isn't this exciting coming over and looking at movies?
Yeah, well, I know some of these people.
Yeah, I just met them. I happened to be in the neighborhood and I dropped in.
So that was a Lincoln, what did you call
Lincoln
it?
Sephra.
Lincoln
When Dad was
47.
That was a
so
Lincoln
excited
Zephyr.
about
That
that.
was a 12-cylinder.
stick.
But was it stick? I don't know, Dad was in
Yeah.
seventh
Yeah,
heaven
sitting
when he
in
got
that
that car,
Huh?
Lincoln's.
Well, sitting in a car.
Yeah, 12-cylinder. That's,
And didn't
that's,
he get it from his
that was
boss or
called a
somebody?
Zephyr. Put out by Ford Motors.
Five.
But I don't know. Them
That
12
doesn't go very
cylinders and,
fast,
and,
does it?
and holes bored for more.
Well, what is the average car, 6 or 8 cylinder?
4 or 6 usually.
And this was 12? Why, was it go faster or what?
That was just the design.
I don't. They
Very
put that
rare.
out, but I don't know why they ever went with 12 cylinders. Hell, they had.
That's
money.
our family portrait.
They didn't have enough money to
That's
buy for
Dad,
4 cylinders. I don't know
Mother.
12 cylinders.
Sandy and my brother.
How old are you there? How old is Rodney?
Rodney is probably
Said he was about 13.
about 12, 13, and Rodney is, I don't know, looks like about 5.
Do you remember the car ride from Chicago to Marshfield? What would you guys do in the car?
He would
Fight.
get it, he would,
Fight.
he was terrible. I would scream and my dad would have to pull over and say, Rodney, stop that. Stop it, Rodney.
He did do that once. I
Okay, this is
remember.
adorable. This is Rodney, and this is, it's Ed's daughter, Carol.
Janet?
That's Carol.
Who?
Carol. Carol Knutson,
Ed's
Ed's daughter.
Oh,
Isn't that
oh.
adorable? Look at that picture.
I do remember one of the trips though we took though, and I kept teasing
Okay,
my
now
sister.
this is cute. This is Rodney and Dickie, and look, this is Mitzi.
But I remember.
Rodney could take Mitzi and put Mitzi behind the playhouse and tell Mitzi to stay there. And we would be calling and looking for the dog, petrified. Where is Mitzi? Because Rodney put the dog in the wheelbarrow and said, stay there, Mitzi didn't move.
It would listen though. The dog
And behind this, I'll never forget, Mother was not the great flower person, but we had hollyhocks. Does anybody know what hollyhocks are? Okay, you would know. But hollyhocks, the whole yard was filled with hollyhocks. And there is Solveig taking care of these two wonderful children. I'd come home every day after school and take care of both of them. This is Dickie and this is Rodney.
Look at those buggies.
You were lucky. You were really
Yeah.
lucky.
No, but I loved it. And I always told my mother I would have 4 children.
Just like me.
Now,
I
this.
love this.
This, you would know who this is. Ogden, Utah. I'm trying to remember. Irene was her name?
Who?
She was from, Elmer dated this gal.
Irene. From Ogden,
It was
Utah.
Irene. Ogden,
Was that
Utah.
Irene?
Yes, and this is on Sawyer Avenue, and that's Rodney and Sandy.
She was from Brigham City, Utah.
Yes, and she came down to see. And
Oh.
they went together. They were
She
dating.
liked Elmer a lot.
Yeah. But I
She
think
come-
she
she
wouldn't
come
go
over
to
to see
Utah.
him one time.
Yes. This is one of the pictures that I remember her coming to see us.
Oh.
That's Rodney.
Ronnie, you got no hair.
That's Rodney.
My sister
and-
shaved my head. She was mean. It was terrible.
Now look at here. Here's Irene again with Rodney. No, I remember she was so nice. There's Rodney. Now look at that smile. I can't. I'm seeing this with
Dad,
John.
you remember
John
playing
or
baseball as a
Robert?
kid? You had a baseball bat
it's
there.
funny how you can pick up
A little bit. Yeah.
characteristics of family.
We
But
go
look
to-
at
there
that
was
and then check
an empty
tomorrow.
lot not too far from us. I would
Rodney
go
or
play.
not Rodney. Okay. This is Janet,
Well, there.
Rodney, Carol, Janet, Ed,
And Jerry.
Jerry, Vina, my mother and dad.
Yeah.
And I don't know where this was taken though.
Looks like there might be some water in the background there.
They used to come to the farm every summer during the war, Ed
Right.
and all the kids, and Rodney, and Sandy, and mother and dad, and they did the
Hey.
thorough the house cleaning,
What they done helped a lot of
and
hands.
then they did the haying and all the stuff they did, and all of us kids slept on a braided floor. Hardwood floors, and we got a pillow and a blanket. That has to be my confirmation. Cause look at, I got a corsage.
Is that Jerry that in one?
No, that's Rodney.
I
got
mean,
a hat.
Rodney.
It's a pretty dress.
There's Rodney.
There's
And
that
look at, he's got a cat in his arm. That's a cat.
Oh,
Oh, I didn't see.
Like, what am I gonna do with this cat?
where,
Look at that
would this be the
expression.
farm?
That would be on the farm.
Well, you could be busy all day.
So in the background, there's part of the barn and the old
Okay,
house.
this is Sawyer Avenue, and it must have been a special occasion. Look at the napkins, the cake, Rodney. Maybe it was a birthday, mother and dad.
Would
My
you
birthday.
would you buy
It
the
has to be your birthday.
would you buy the
But you
cake
see
or
how
would
the
your mom
cakes,
make it?
She'd make it.
the
She
napkins
didn't
are,
buy
How
too
many,
much
how
stuff.
many candles on the cake?
you can't tell.
What kind of cake would she
One.
make?
Gani got it. That's
Did
not
she?
a homemade cake. Yeah, that's probably from
What kind of
Roser's
cakes?
Bakery.
But she used to make sponge cakes a
She
lot.
would make sponge
My,
cakes.
my dad liked sponge. I did too. Sponge cakes.
Or like an angel food, like a lightweight
Yeah.
cake.
With the hole in the center.
Oh my gosh, look at that bicycle.
Look at that,
Look
look
at
at that, look at that three-wheeler, huh?
Oh, oh! Just think if you, oh, that was Sawyer Avenue in our back. My gosh, I thought it looked different than that. Oh! That porch, Gani put a canary out one time, and she thought, let the canary have some fresh air outside, and the bird is squawking like crazy. The cat next door here, on this side, I couldn't tell you their name, is up there trying to get the bird. And the bird,
Tackman.
no, that was on this side, yeah. Okay, that's Rodney, that's, oh, that's Janet, and that's Debbie Steinges in the middle.
That is one of these yours?
There's Rodney.
Dad, you got a serious collar going there.
The way you were all
That
dressed
must
up
have been
there.
a confirmation
going
or something,
somewhere.
because I normally didn't dress like that.
Very handsome. Your hair was quite light for your years.
He was.
I was a towhead, wasn't I?
He was blonde, he was blonde. There's Rodney, was a patrol, what do they call it,
Patrol
guard?
boy.
Patrol guard.
You were always kind of fat there, weren't you?
He was never fat,
Huh?
it's the jacket.
I was real fat and slow. No, I
That was
wasn't.
quite an honor to
You
be
might
on
be
the,
going through a
to be a
stage.
patrol boy.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't fat. I was never fat.
Okay,
I was never
that's-
heavy.
That's Ghani, ain't it?
You know what she's doing? What do you think she's doing? You know what she's doing? The marcaset curtains that you would have all the little straight pins, and that's how you, when you'd wash them, you'd put them on that. I just wonder if that could have been at the farm. That's a marcas. She would do the curtains up from
Oh, and a curtain on
the
a
curtains.
stretcher.
Yeah, and then you would. There were little pins all the way
Yeah.
around. Sure, and that's Rodney sticking his head
Where
out.
was that taken?
I bet you that was the farm. There's Mitzi and Rodney.
I still, you know where that is?
Where?
That's in Ashland, Wisconsin. Ma's sister. What was her name? That real nice lady.
Look at that.
Penny.
Was it Christensen?
Yeah, that real white-haired lady. Just
Yeah.
really
Just
nice.
six
Yeah, yeah.
Penny, wasn't it?
Henny, Henny.
We'll be
Yeah.
through in a few minutes.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay, here we go.
Jerry and his best buddy. I don't know what his.
Okay, it's
buddy's
Jerry.
name.
I thought.
That's
they
me
were-
in the center.
Yeah. Mother,
Yeah,
Dad,
yeah, yeah.
Rodney.
Where would that
That
be?
looks like at the farm.
No, that's Minneapolis.
Is it Minneapolis? Okay. Okay, that's not our boat. I don't know whose
No,
boat
that was that outboard motor I got from Roger, your first husband.
Oh, really?
And we went to Billy's cottage. So then he asked the neighbor if I could use the boat. So I used that motor, and then we drove around my 4 cousins. But then I really got hollered because we went on. I landed on an island, and I scratched up the front of the boat. So I didn't realize that would happen. So
Okay. Oh, look at Rodney. Oh, there must have been something occasion because look at the jacket you've got on, and that's Janet. It's Janet to the right and Carol in the middle. And
Rodney had a flower on there. What
Yeah,
was
there
it?
was something
Confirmation,
special.
maybe, huh?
Huh?
Confirmation?
I don't know because look how he's dressed. Okay, that's Rodney and Mom.
Among others.
That's
I
Rodney.
bet you that was confirmation.
That was, you know what this one is? This, I think this is a prom that I talked him into taking this girl up.
Oh, that might be the girl.
Oh no, this is a
No.
wedding. No, I
No,
take
there-
it back.
No,
That's
there's
Rodney.
there's a good picture.
You know who this is? This is the Hoaglands,
Who's
not
it?
Hovland's, Hoagland's wedding. And Rodney, I think was, I don't know if he was best man, and this is their daughter. I
Was
can't
that
think of her
Hoagland's
name.
wedding?
Yeah. Rodney might remember. Not the people in Florida. This is Rodney. What's the name of this gal? I can't think of him. You stood up for their
Carol,
wedding.
Carol,
Ho-
Marlene, Carolyn, Marlene.
Hoagland. Hovland.
Oh,
Well, not Hovland,
Hoagland.
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 And the
You stood up for the wedding.
right.
Yeah.
Do some Rodney shots.
Rodney, and there's, look at this. This is, I bet you,
Elmer and
I'll
Rodney.
bet you this is taken in Glenview. Look at this. Elmer,
had a beard
John,
there.
and you.
See the beard?
Yeah.
There's some smoke in the tires, Uncle John. See that?
Oh, wait a minute, that's me.
Yeah, but what were you
That's
doing,
my
racing?
'57 Chevy. That's at Oswego Drag Strip. I was racing. See, the other guy didn't even hardly get off the line. I never knew we had any of those pictures. That's my '57 Chevy.
That's the one I drove where the cop stopped. Okay, I
It's a
wonder what
nice
this is.
picture.
It's really Andy and Rodney, eh?
No, that's me in the middle and Rodney in the right and
Where would that be? Let's see.
Grandpa on the left. Looks like that. I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, this is Western Avenue. That's Sandy, Rodney, and Mother. Now that's gotta be before you built your house. I'll bet. Yes, cause that, oh,
Yeah,
that,
there's that trailer. that-
yes, that's a
that-
trailer, and I bet that trailer is Pa's trailer.
That's that trailer that Pop, my dad
He
made.
made, yes.
Yeah.
That travel trailers was just coming out at that time, and he built that trailer. It was a crude looking trailer, but for him building that, like,
I wouldn't give you 5 cents
Okay,
for
you
it.
know where this was taken? At Ella, the
Chevlines.
Chevlines in Bellwood, Illinois. That's Rodney and me. That's when he was in the service. Oh my gosh. Dad.
Do you like to wear overalls?
That's
Oh,
what
yes.
he used to wear when he went to down at work. He would wear that.
Would you often wear a hat also of some sort?
No.
Most, you know,
But I like-
he
I
wore
like-
a hat a lot.
Well, maybe at work you would remember.
No, but normally he liked
Like
hats.
the picture before that, I love seeing this with men who wear those kind of hats.
Would he ever speak Norwegian to either of you, or?
No,
Never.
no,
He would,
always English.
like his brother Tony, Esther's father,
Look at
would
this,
speak
okay.
Norwegian to him, but he
Now
would
this
speak.
is one. John's on the left with the beer, Elmer in the middle. That's a cute picture, and there's
That's my
Pa.
dad.
And
What-
I'll bet you he's taking tobacco out
Yep,
of this.
he-
Am I right?
He's dragging some tobacco out of that, you could buy that tobacco in half a pound,
Okay.
summertime,
Yeah.
and that's what he would chew.
Now look at how he's dressed. The hat, the vest, the jacket.
His
Yeah,
tie is really
dressed for
crooked.
that. Okay, this is Elmer.
Well,
And that's me in the middle, and that's Mom.
Elmer was good looking when he was younger.
Yeah.
And
my brother Elmer, that's one with the white shirt, we was in service together, 3.5 years.
Who's Esther? I think you met my Uncle Elmer, didn't you, years ago, or do you even remember? And that's so many years
You
ago.
know that car that, your dad had that Lafayette that one time?
Lincoln Zephyr?
That looks like that could be the one.
No, no, that's not it. No, that's not. No.
Look,
John, that
Huh?
could be that 36 years.
Yeah, that's
What?
not.
if you stop, if I
36.
stopped you.
Who's the lady to the right?
That's my grandmother. That was my mother's mother,
Oh,
and John's mother. And that was our grandfather. Okay, this is, I know where this is taken. It's gotta be
Farm.
at the farm. That's Ed sitting down, Rodney to the left, mother, dad, Vina.
Ed's family and our family.
Yeah. And Jerry. There's Mom.
My
You know, that breaks me up when I see him with a vest. I never realize.
Was Pa always pretty trim in his stature?
Yes, yeah. He wasn't heavy.
Where did the height come from in the family? Because Mom
Yeah,
and Pa
because
don't seem so
two-
tall, but all
She's
the
not
sons
that
were.
tall, nor, he was like, I would say Elmer's height. And
You know
Ma,
who
I
was
would
so
put her
tall,
maybe
Sandy?
about 5'4". Who?
your grandfather on your father's
On the
side.
father's side would
He
be the
was
height.
so tall.
Really?
6'3" or something. Or?
Well, yeah, we have a picture of him and my grandfather and your great-grandfather.
Because
Your
you know, because
great-grandfather.
I got this height at 12, 13, and Pa used to say, "Oh my gosh, look at the height on her."
Because my dad was only like 5'11",
Yeah.
6
Yeah,
foot.
but his father
His father.
Because your dad was
father.
about the same height as my father,
Pa's
5'11", or
Was tall.
But that grandfather, great-grandfather.
so that's where it came
That's where
from.
the height must
He
have come.
was so tall. He was like this
Uh.
guy here.
Yeah. Now figure, John and
Yeah.
Alfred were the tall ones. You take Ed and Elmer. They were probably about 5'10", 5'11", I would say. They were
Because you're
almost
very
the
tall,
same.
aren't you?
I was 6'2".
Well, I think you're taller than that. Ruben.
I think you're taller than that, Uncle John.
No.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're more like 6'4". Oh yeah. Did you measure
I
yourself?
shrunk.
Well, maybe, but years ago,
Mhm.
too, is your statue. This is Mother. Okay, that's Rodney, Jerry, Sharon, and Carol. You grew up in Minnesota, whatever. Oh, do I remember this one? This
I
is the
can tell you
back.
where this was taken in the back of your mother's house.
You got it.
They were
Look.
working on the car. You know who is Oscar's from on there? Yeah.
Yes, that's Oscar. That's
Oscar's-
Lillian.
My Alfred, my brother,
He's a,
he
he's
could
a
mock
relative.
people.
He could.
And just like a pastor, you know, he's giving a
I
sermon.
wonder who this was.
My brother, he would get on a block of wood or a chair, and then he would, just like he was giving the people around him a sermon,
Oh.
and he could, it was
Oh,
a pastor that lived close by there by the name of Haugo, and he'd say Nuda, Nuda. That must have meant, what does Nuda mean?
Nuna?
Nice day? Nice,
Norwegian,
it
Nuna?
would, nice days means fine daga, right? That'd be a nice day, wouldn't it?
Nuna?
Nuna? No.
Well, he would say Nuda, Nuda, then he'd preach. So I don't know what Nuda meant.
Oh.
But Alfred, that's him making that face there. And that's Rodney trying to mock him.
Yeah, and there's you bending over there.
And that's Vina, not Vina, but
Levon, and then that's, Lillian out to the right.
Lillian to the right.
I
and
don't
that-
know who that little girl is.
Oscar Strum is between Elford and Lillian.
Does that look different on Sawyer Avenue, you know? Oh! I don't know who this is.
They were getting ready to go to work.
Who was that?
I think that's you laying on the blanket, Uncle John.
Yeah, that's John, I think,
the
and
middle.
Elmer, and I don't know who the other person is. Maybe Elford. And then
That's
I
me
would,
with the big feet.
but I bet
Somebody
you,
put
but
that-
Lillian would probably stage
You
that.
know, it looks like they've been drinking beer.
No.
Somebody was
I
playing
think
a
I'd
joke.
get
at
rid
me.
of that picture.
I don't know who that is.
There he is.
There's John.
There's your 56 Chevy. See it in the background? Can you see that two-tone color there? See your car? Can you make that out? Your
No,
car-
you
in the
can't.
The
background.
left side.
No, see your car
Yeah,
there, the
yeah.
two-tone. You had a 56 Chevy. I still
I guess
remember
so.
that.
Over here.
Well, who would even remember, you know? I mean, that's unbelievable. That's Mother and the dog, I don't know. There we are. See the hat that Dad has on? All
There's,
the men wore
there's your
hats.
family.
Yeah. I do remember
time.
that picture.
That was,
That was Lillian's.
that was
wasn't
my
it?
dad's birthday that was there. Taken in the front room of our house on the farm. And that's Elmer. Looks like Elmer had one too many.
Yeah, but they put, that was Lillian's doing. She put all that beer bottles around.
Yeah, well, Elmer did have his shoes full.
Oh, nice.
Did Elmer like a good time?
Oh yeah, he was,
Oh,
Elmer
yes.
liked a good time, you bet.
And you
How
said-
about Pa? Would Pa have a cocktail?
Oh yeah, he drank, just, I'd never seen him shine up in my life, but he always drank a little moonshine.
You like moonshine?
Yeah.
Where would he
Well,
get
moonshine is, it's home brew, not home brew, but it's made with a
Distilled.
still, and it's called moonshine.
Where would he get moonshine from?
Neighbor, he cooked it. First you gotta set the mash, and then you boil the mash, and then your moonshine comes out. It's called a still.
How much of that have you been making?
I was around it a lot, a lot.
Did
And my brother, he used to cook it.
would Pa have a little moonshine every night when you were a kid, or just weekends?
He'd send me, if he was out, he'd send me to the neighbor, and we could get a quart of moonshine for 50 cents.
And that's
And
about
my dad
120 proof.
used it for medicine, like if he couldn't sleep nights, he'd take a little shot of that,
Would a little go a long way?
quite a bit. Like a doctor said once, that one shot is good for you, but don't drink the whole bottle.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm
That's the
just,
farm. That's Moss.
this is the farm, but this one I think is, who is she? You know, John. Wasn't this an aunt?
Who's that?
I don't know. But she was now when I saw that picture,
She looks like somebody who's just hungry.
this is Sharon. There's Pa. I don't know who's there. There's Ma, Levon, Ed. I don't know who this is. It's Mother and Dad, Rodney. But this woman, I want to think, was it a relative or a neighbor? Who is she?
That ain't even taken inside of our house, was it?
No, it was
Because
taken in front of,
That's
in Ma and Pa's
Ma and
house.
Pa's house, where they used to.
Yeah, in the living room.
In the living
Yeah,
room.
in the living room.
of Ma and
But
Pa's
why
house.
does that
Curlers
woman
at-
look familiar?
Yeah, I must have rulers, pin curlers or something in my hair.
who is she?
I had a.
We don't know who that woman
is. She was a
bandana
new
around
guest.
my
Oh,
head.
nobody else does either.
But she was at the table eating.
What, isn't that
We
the
were-
bar?
We were a
Mom.
very friendly family.
That's
Somebody was
Mom
walking,
front there
come
with
on
that-
in for dinner.
Levon, who's that sitting by you there?
That's Ed. And then that's Ma,
Ma
right
is
next
next
to her.
to Levon.
But that woman with that flowered dress on her, printed dress, I think that's Ma.
No,
Now Ma's
No,
sitting next to
that is
Levon.
not Ma.
Ma's
That
sitting
can't
next to
be Ma.
Levon.
Ma is here,
Oh, yeah.
Right.
but I don't know who this is over here.
That
Poor
would
woman.
be,
That's Ella.
Lillian.
Maybe it was Ella. No, not Lillian.
That's
No.
Ella in the back.
That's Jerry.
That's
I
Ella
don't
in
know.
the back
Maybe it
and
was Ella,
John.
but this woman here, I have seen her.
Yeah, that's because you've seen this
Did you
picture
ever see a
before.
tribe like that before?
Wouldn't be Elsie.
Okay, you know who that is? That's Rodney and Jerry. And there's Mitzi again. That has to be you building your house. Look at,
There's Rover there, that woman. That,
this is where you're building your house here. The
Yeah.
farm's over here, and
Right.
look at,
Sure, that's the ground that's pushed out for the basement.
yeah.
That's that tree out there.
Okay, that is Rodney, Dicky, Shirley May, and yours truly. Now who's this?
That's John.
John, and I don't know who that is next to you.
Uncle John, you look like you're pretty young right there.
Yeah, that's me. And
But who's that guy?
We don't know.
Must be a neighbor.
See, that's his shed right back there that Pa built
So they would,
on the farm. He used to, that was a blacksmith shop.
Who's the guy though?
I don't know.
And that's on the farm, that's Ed Shed.
That's the old farm.
Yeah.
Did you have chores that you had to do every day growing up?
Huh?
Did you have certain chores you had to do every day?
Oh yeah, we bet you we had our work picked out for us. We'd go to school, when we'd come home, we'd have to feed the cows, clean the barn. There's Pa Fiddly.
Oh my gosh, there's Gordon.
No, there's Gordy. That's to be a brother
That's
to Billy.
Gordon, Mitzi, John, Jerry, yours truly, Dad, Ma, Sharon, Vina, Ed. This is Shirley May. This has got to be Carol or Janet. Carol. Maybe Janet. It's Carol or
Erie,
Janet. No, that's Carol.
Could you make me a small
Rodney.
picture of that?
That
Yeah,
is
make
great.
one for you?
Huh?
Yeah.
Small, you know, say about this big?
I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
you
yeah.
might-
We can make any of these you want.
Can you make me one of them?
Yeah, not right now, but later on.
My
right.
grandfather
But
did.
it would
And
be
look,
like
you
that
know,
other one
right
that's clear,
Snap
see?
and everything,
Yeah.
Dad did
My
too.
dad did
What-
too. He
why
had
is
a
that
violin.
picture
Brenda's
special?
got the
Huh?
violin.
Tell me why
And
that
you know what
picture's
else?
special
He
to
played the
you.
mandolin.
My dad
Never
fiddled.
lessons.
Well, you'll see there's a
And
good
he
one.
could
The
still
family is
At
on
the
there,
piano
and
and
my
play
dad,
chords, too.
see, I haven't
Father
got
played
no
the
picture of my
mandolin.
dad
Did he?
fiddling.
You're
How
full
often
of
Your
did
fa-
you
yeah.
fiddle?
What about your
Well,
dad? Did he ever touch any of
It all
those
depends upon the
instruments?
neighbors that come over,
Mandolin?
Yeah.
Isn't
and
that
then he would
interesting?
they'd want him to fiddle.
Yeah.
Now here's
He'd
John
always get down
Levon
the
on
fiddle.
the
That's our first little tractor we was gonna farm, we got a little tractor.
Look at that.
And you know, Uncle Peter, he played
And,
the guitar
Blondie.
and all that.
that
Oh,
dog
did he?
Blondie.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He should have played for you when you were there.
Maybe he did.
Kind of
Maybe.
nice and sang.
There's LeBron and me.
Yeah, I think that was my first time I came to Chicago.
That was on Western Avenue.
Was that a big difference coming to a big city like that?
It was the first time I ever got out of our area.
Yeah.
No, this would have been, this area would have been Western Avenue. You came to Sawyer Avenue. Why do I remember that?
Well, I know that, I'm sure that was my first time I ever came to Chicago.
That's right.
Oops, you
Okay,
skipped one.
that's gone.
That's Gandhi and my mother.
Family shop.
Sylvie and Annie and Ray and Ron.
Well, look at Pa, how he's always dressed so. I think that the vest, the tie, look at that, the hat. Okay,
There's
this
many gunners in Alaska on the way
Yeah.
on the right side.
Oscar, Minnie, Elsie, Ma. It looks like Bella, Bernice. It looks like Ed, Vina, Mother, Dad. Here's, it's got to be John Lavanya.
Yeah.
I think so.
LeBron is looking up in the air.
Well, I don't know if that's
No, she's kind of. She looks like she was gonna kiss you or something.
her.
She's
She
got
wore
stars. She's got stars in her eyes.
Don't let the stars go. Yeah, another
See the
picture. Yeah.
It's Gunner season again.
There's my mother. What is she doing?
Scotty
Looks like
book.
the,
Who is that?
oven open?
Look at that
Connie.
stove we have. Yeah,
Who is that?
that's my mother, Connie, Annie.
And her hair up the road.
Yeah.
Oh.
But she's fixing something on the floor. Wow, that's an old one. That, my dear, is Vina on the right, Elsie, and you know who's next to that?
You know, it looks like who's been drinking beer. Look at the cakes.
And that is Ella, but next to that is Ellen. Ellen, that would have been Elmer's first wife.
Yeah, that's Ellen. Yeah.
What you call it, that little house back up in there.
Yeah, see
That
this
was
one?
the first house
That one.
that the folks lived in
Lived in.
when they got.
When they
Oh,
bought
no,
that
when they
from
got married
Papa.
and when they moved on the farm,
That
there?
was their
that
house.
little house, they lived in there.
Yeah,
Before children.
Pardon?
before
Before
children, they
children.
got married.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I wonder what they was doing when they held them cakes.
that has to be really
Having a party.
years ago. Look at how they were dressed.
Looks like they had a party.
Okay, here we go. This is Gordon, Ed, Jerry, John, Carol, Janet,
Annie,
no, no,
Ella,
Gazette is Sharon, next to her. I don't know. Maybe it's Ella.
Why are them pictures lighter than over there?
This has got the light coming back,
Oh.
so it's. Yeah, you can look at this brought.
there's me and Annie.
Wow,
There's a good picture. there,
that's a good
folks.
picture.
There's
That's my dad, look at him.
Yeah, we'll have to. Let's take a break.
Yeah.
Suspend this, we'll take a break for a while, just visit a little bit, we're gonna start with the cooking stuff.
Here's, I always sing one day at a time. I get a call for sometimes for singing at funerals. I even go way up to an old Edgerton.
Did you really?
Yeah. One day at a time, sweet Jesus. That's all I'm asking from you. Just show me the way that I have to take and all that I am. Yesterday's gone, sweet Jesus, and tomorrow may never be mine. Lord, for my sake, teach me to take one day at a time. I'm only human. I'm just a sinner. Lord, help me believe what I could be and all that I am. Show me the stairway that I have to climb. Lord, for my sake, teach me to take one day at a time. One day at a time, Jesus. Tomorrow may never be mine. Lord, for my sake, teach me to take one day at a time. And besides that, see, I had carpal tunnel. You know what a carpal tunnel is? Where the fingers don't want to work. And I had that, and this finger doesn't want to work.
Yeah, I know what that is, very painful.
Yeah, and they'll operate after a while. But I told that finger, if you don't behave, you're gonna get it. Ah,
It comes back to you.
you don't forget that easy. I'll try one. Oh Lord, my God, when I am awesome wonder, consider all the worlds thy hands has made. I see the stars, I hear the rolling thunder, thy power throughout the universe display. Down some men shall will have a good divine. Bars to the bear, bars to the bear. Down some men shall will have a good divine. Bars to the bear, bars to the bear. When Christ shall come with shouts of acclamation and take me home, what joy will fill my heart. Then I will bow in humble adoration and there proclaim, my God, how great thou art. Unsung men shall will have a good divine. studever.
No snakke Norse.
Dan sang min själ vill have a good divan. Var studever.